Being a first-generation immigrant as a child is not easy, and it especially wasn't for me. But to tell my story, I have to go back and talk a little bit about my parents, who are from Serbia. For those of you who don't know where Serbia is, it is located in the southeast region of Europe called the Balkans. It has a population of about 7 million people, compared to Illinois, having almost 13 million people. Needless to say, it is a small country that has a long history of war, poverty, and agriculture. In 1986, 1 year after my older sister was born, my parents made the brave decision to move to the United States to find more stability. My mom spoke English well and had a high school diploma. My father, on the other hand, finished 8th grade and then dropped out of high school to help his father run the farmland. My parents, like many other immigrants, faced difficulties when they first came to the United States, especially when it came to finding jobs that would help support a new family. My dad eventually found a job working at a plastic factory, and my mom worked, and still works, as a nurse. My brother and I were then born. At a young age, I started to dislike my family and culture because my parents had different jobs and names than all my parents' friends. We did a lot of things differently because my parents wanted to make sure that even though we lived in the United States, we still needed to appreciate our roots and maintain a relationship with our culture. As a child, I knew I was different, and I knew it wasn't just because of my bad haircuts. My family was different. We spoke another language, celebrated Christmas on January 7th, New Year's on January 14th, and had a whole bunch of other holidays to celebrate that no one else in my school did. I went to my family's farm every summer in Serbia and played with chickens instead of hanging out poolside watching the 4th of July fireworks. I went to Serbian school every Sunday instead of going out for breakfast with the rest of my friends. I felt like I was missing out on my American childhood. I wanted to have the same experiences all my friends did. But looking back, I kind of think it was silly for me to have worried so much about my family being different. Yes, we were different, but now I realize that we were different in a good way. I spoke another language, which was cool because I could teach my friend all the bad words. And when it came to holidays, it just meant more time off of school for me. And what elementary schooler doesn't like missing school? And although I miss all the 4th of July parties and barbecues, I was able to celebrate my own culture in my own country. I can never thank my parents enough for what they have done for me. Not only did they give me and my siblings life, but they provided us with a home, food, shelter, and so much more. They have 3 healthy children who all graduated from college, own a house, and an apartment building. Although my parents were not able to raise their children in their home country, they did a good job of adapting to the new culture and the old culture. As their child, I have learned to embrace my family, language, religion, and overall culture and be proud of who I am, which is an American Serbian.